All right, guys, today's video is basically starting fresh. So if you're new to food plotting, don't even have a food plot, I think this video will be very helpful. So as you can see, I've already done my fall prep. I put my runways in here, but there's something else that I'm here for besides that, doing runways. I am actually going through the field, have been walking through the field, looking at expanding the food plot, the food system, and I think what I'm going to attempt is going to be a little different than what most people do. And basically, I want to keep the cover you're seeing, but I want to add higher quality food mixed into it for now. This flat starts here, becomes like a blind spot to people, and they can't really see the deer when they cross. There's another blind spot, like a stepping stone right here. It also hides deer. So there's several things I'm looking at. But if you're new, you're trying to figure out what you want to do, there's several options available to you here. For instance, if you're starting with a fresh field like this, one of the things I want to do is walk through here and look at what the plants are telling me. Why would I want to do that? This helps me understand what I might be getting myself into when it comes to making a new plot. So there are items in here that I see that I know is not healthy soil. Now, granted, this Johnson grass, which is just big, bad nasties all over the place, is not good, period. But it's past its prime. So the leaves have already started turning brown, yellow. The green color that was here is gone, mostly. The green color at its peak was nowhere near as green as the main plot. So obviously I've been working on that for a long time, but here I can do another evaluation of new territory, and now that hay is no longer being produced, I can look into some things that I know exist. So for instance, this Johnson grass is telling me something. Now before this green has faded out, this color was still here. All right, there's several things here that is wrong. Hold on one second. I think I just gave myself a splinter. Nope, never mind. There are several things that are wrong with this soil. If you have a lot of purple showing up in your Johnson grass, for instance, even in your regular hay, if it's a hay field you're converting, you've got a few things that are wrong. One, boron is not right, so the level of boron here is low. Number two, your sulfur level is low. Sulfur can also produce purple colored leaves. It can also produce yellow colored leaves. So purple can be multiple items, but for me, a lot of times if I throw boron in here, I'm reducing the pH nutrient lock, and some of these other shortages go away. So there is an indication we have low sulfur, so I need to prepare myself for fertilizers that contain sulfate in it. That way I can raise the sulfur without destroying my pH number. I mean, if you use super large quantities of it, yeah, eventually it will take out your pH, but this is like putting a cap on it to keep it from being worse. So this area here is a prime candidate to become cover, food, shelter, whatever you want to call it here. And one of the ideas I had, actually, wait a minute, before I get into that, let me cover a couple other things. So if you're dealing with tall grass and you want to convert this to a plot, some of the other things you can do besides walking through here and reviewing what's already growing is choosing to either spray this out and kill everything that you see here and start completely over, You can go that route if you want to. I'm trying not to do that route. I will go another way and see if it works, which I don't recommend doing. This is just my experimental run at it. The other option is to burn the field off. You can start anew and burn the field. So you would have to make some sort of bordering cut, or even maybe plow. I'm not really a big fan of just tearing your ground up, and then burn the field completely down to the ground. If you got a tiller at that point, you can come in and till, because the ground is going to be at its cleanest point. For those of you that are diskers, you can always turn this over with most of this standing, maybe not completely this thick, but you can at least cut it down to about a foot and a half tall, and then disc it over and turn it over that way. But you got issues here. So what I'm looking at is, when you're doing these evaluations, I got Johnson grass in here. That's a big, bad, nasty. Not good for food plotting. It's fine for cover like this for deer. It doesn't provide food for deer. But if you try to make a plot out of this, what's going to happen when you disc this over? Those roots in Johnson grass will sprout all kinds of new Johnson grass up. So you're going to have to fight Johnson grass, and you need to be prepared for that when you're making new plots. So my intended goal for now is, basically, when I do my normal field routine here, the next time I walk through here, you're going to see deer vetch mixed in here. Probably highly likely there's going to be sun hemp scattered all through here. I may try some other plants in here. I'm still fine-tuning how I want to make this first run go, but I am expanding food throughout here. I also want to add purple top or red top clover in here in much larger quantities, because it has died out. Everywhere I walked, except for a couple of patches, still had some purple top clover. That is fantastic late spring, early summer browse. They will destroy it. And I'd rather have it tucked in this field here, knowing that if the deer's not in my plot, they are getting something that has higher protein than what we're getting here. Other places that, if you're walking through here looking at areas to upgrade, like these barren patches or low growing areas here, those are also signs that nutrition here is bad. So there are pockets in here where nutrition is really low. There are pockets in here where nutrition is great. And one of the oddities of the farm is, the further up the hill you go this way, the better the ground gets. So the Johnson grass, by the time you get to the top up there, is about 9 to 10 feet tall in places. I come down here, further down into the field, and we're at 3 foot, 4 foot, and occasionally maybe 6.5 feet on a few of these. But we're in a lower nutrient range. And part of the problem is, this ground was a hayfield for decades. I mean, decades of hayfield. So now I'm going to convert this to deer and wildlife habitat. I think this is a great way to see something from start to finish, so you can see what I'm dealing with. And as the plan comes together, we're going to see how this turns out. I probably will add sprigs of milo in here too. I want some sort of grain to be mixed in here as much as that can grow. So I'm going to be doing a lot of expanding. Now this will probably be done in steps. I'm not going to do this all at once, but I am going to work on the groundwork for getting better soil across the farm, and working on making these plots and soil healthy as possible. And hopefully this will draw additional deer in that want to stay. I want to up the regulars I'm cranking out. That way the deer population that I send out of this place is always healthier than the surrounding population. And I think I can increase deer population much faster if I can do it this way. But again, this is all about planning on what you want to do. Maybe you want to convert this to a cornfield. Maybe you want to convert this to solid milo. Whatever your scheme that you want to run is, you need to be prepared for that. And I think doing a walkthrough first is a fantastic idea. That way you can prepare yourself saying, I know that the green level wasn't so good. The plants are also growing thinner down here, so potassium is not good. I say phosphorus is probably actually all right. It probably could inch a little higher, but nitrogen is also needing to come up. There's several items in here that's telling me, you know, hey, we need to work on this. But this is definitely the beginning. And this is a very a much more expensive project in the long term until I can get everything built up. And then the cost goes way down. And then I don't have to worry about fertilizers and stuff like that. But we're gonna convert this. So if you want to burn, you can do that. You can also spray this out, kill it off, mow it down, grind it up, whatever you need to do. If you're a no-till person, you can spray this and kill it and come through with your no-till drill and then come through with a crimper and you got you an instant dead mat. This actually would make an incredible mat if you were to flatten this out. So keep that in mind. This is just the beginning. I'm kind of touching base with you on the early stages of this. I've been looking at this for 2 or 3 weeks, and what I have in my head now probably won't be the final product when I'm ready to do it. But at least I'm already getting ideas, and I'm getting ready to do my fall and winter planting videos. This is just my first stage of preparation, is getting this field ready to draw deer in. All right, guys, more to come. I know I've been a little busier than usual, and my normal video rate has dropped off a little bit, but I kind of can't help that between planning, doing this, work. It's just kind of eating into some of my time. So I will get on my regular schedule as soon as possible. You all have a great day. Hope this helps.